Everybody, we're here opening up this Star Wars Battle Pod. This is something I've always kind of been excited about if we could ever get one. These came out of Japan. I was surprised. Like these are normally hitting like $10,000 at auctions. I think the last few, it's been hard to gauge. The last auction, one sold for like 45 or something like that, but it was not working. There was stuff not right with it. The auction before that, they were like 58, 60 something, and I'm not sure if like something was wrong with them or what, but like before that, like these are pricey. These are not something I would normally pick up. Anyway, we got these offered to us from Japan. It's really exciting to have these. I've always, like they have the smaller version, but like the pod's just cool. So these are the same pods that they used for Gundam. Just repurposed for this. This runs on ES3. The Gundams ran on ES1. I think the projector is the same, but like this game is actually pretty fun from what I remember. I think I've only played it once or something like that. Just by nature of it being expensive, and not really going to arcades for this. So anyway, we wanted to get this unwrapped, get it tested. I kind of just left it where it was because it's going to be a fair amount of work to move it. So we're going to make sure this works before we go level up and whatnot. So
that's so cool.
Here we go. We got the inside, and I'll take a better look in here when we fire everything up because it's kind of dark. But let's go ahead. Let's find the coin bucket, which it's probably down there. Yeah, get in there, get the stuff out of it. Find where the keys are probably inside somewhere. Let's see. Tape to the seat. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead, get this. Oh, this is, it comes with a cardboard pop. Hot. You gonna cut that off? Yep. We'll get the seat out of here. Seat is probably just like a standard, the seat's a standard plastic bucket seat. Yeah. Nothing special there.
I'm too tall.
But no, it was interesting seeing this come out of an arcade in Japan. Not sure which one, but just because it's not the kind of game that you would normally see there, I think. So we got the keys are over here. We actually got offered a second one and we took it. And the price on these, it was better than what we were seeing at auctions at the time. So, that's why we went for it. I think it's not so good anymore. If the price has really dropped as much as they are at auctions. But here we've got the keys. Actually the coin bucket's in here. It looks like the PCB or the thing outside. Just want to get the keys out. The one outside is probably the actual service access. So, and we'll later in the video I'm gonna pull that PCB out. There's some fun stuff we're gonna do. Oh, there's another door here. Access to something. And this thing came together. I would assume that it splits in the middle, but see, up there's the projector, and there's another lock on that.
My bucket's out here.
Oh, is it? Ow! Oh, that's the service door. Sorry, that's right. Okay, so there's our power cable.
There's some
got
bolts.
some bolts there. That might be for the headers.
Only 10,000 credits.
10,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of low. For 2014.
I don't know. We'll see. There's also this eco amusement sticker on it. This is the only thing that really differentiates it, I think, from a US cab. I don't know if the data's different too. That's something that I've been interested in. I do have a dump that includes the US. Yeah, there's a Namco sticker there. And this label's in Japanese. But other than that, I don't know how much of the game is in Japanese, and we're gonna dump it because I'm pretty sure that if there's a specific Japanese version, it's not dumped. So anyway, let's come on inside. You said it plugged in and it was not, so probably a switch in the front here. So here's the actual coin door. It's interesting, so you see it does actually just drop into that bucket there.
Interesting, it rolls all the way out.
Yeah. So let's see what we got inside. We got a power switch. It might, maybe the power switch is in here, like some other cabs. Let me see.
There's a second door.
Oh yeah, there's
a second door over here. That makes.
Yeah, well, this is where the PC. I would assume. Oh no, I think the PCB is probably a back access on this one. I keep getting static every time I touch that seat. Yeah, the power switch is here. It's on. So, do we not have it plugged in? Ow!
I don't have the right security bit.
Oh, is it covered?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
And there was a power switch in there as well.
This is where the PCB goes.
Okay, yeah, so PCB is probably over here. Oh, that would make sense. This is where it is on the pods, too. Is under there.
Oh, there we are.
T25.
Yeah. So it looks like the power access is back there.
There's an adapter, I think.
Yeah, there should be an adapter for it.
To make the bigger.
So yeah, anyway, we'll come into here later. And I have a multi that runs Mach Storm as well. That's the third game that ran in this pod. And I'm gonna put that in there. Let me get up here and see the top. You see where the mount are for that that art. Probably not gonna put that on right away, or we'll bring it to the show. But anyway, yeah, I think that's that. Once we get this fired up, we'll take a little bit deeper look at the game. Okay, we're back. We got it booted up. The game is running. There was a couple things that we noticed over here. The power cable was not plugged in all the way. It seems like I don't know, I've seen it on ES3, but like, yeah, there's a lock here. This is how you access the inside. Got the I/O board, the ES3 over here. Back here, we've got the panel off for the power connector. There's that. Projector under error. Okay, so go on, out of the way, out of the way.
It's probably we got to.
It's on.
Yeah, no, I know. Inside, so we have the projector on. At first, it was not coming on, and so we unlocked this. There's a screw here on the side, and then there was 2 screws on the front that give us access to the projector. It looks scary hanging here. But this power cable was not plugged in. One of the status lights here was red, but it's got this, so there's both, it might be pulling power off the display port, or they've got a serial connector here that's probably for controlling the projector settings. Any rate, we got inside, we plugged it in, it seems to be working. It threw a projector error because the projector was not powered. So anyway, now we should be able to flip this back up. Oh, can somebody hold the camera, please? Thank you. Come on in. So I'm gonna flip this back up. You can see there's a catch here, and it just slides back in, up, and then into place. There we go, just like that. And this thing is nice and sturdy here. I'm gonna grab our screws. You have the driver for that? Okay. Actually, here, real quick, and you can see actually, it seems to fill the space pretty well. You have the key, actually. Oh, the key's still on here. Okay. I'm gonna reboot this while we're doing this. Oh, that's interesting. It's not turning off the projector, is it?
No. It must, so it can warm up maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. That's interesting.
You can reach the power switch on the back.
Well, no, I know. What the interesting thing though is that the power switch on the front here did not reset this.
Yeah.
And that's unusual. So anyway, that's interesting. So I'm gonna pop these screws back. Oop. Is it not?
No. That's for the side panel.
Oh, that is okay. So now that's done. I think this one.
Faceplate first.
Oh, faceplate first, right. Oh, God, that is one bright bulb, too. And I see why this projector is so hard to replace now. I originally was wondering, but I think it's because, like, this bulb has a really big rounded end. And I think that's part of how it works. Okay, so there's that, and then there's 2 here on the front. You have the driver, or do I? The driver's still there. Perfect.
Great angle.
No, it is not, but it actually, like, believe it or not, to me at least, it feels like this is pretty serviceable.
Yeah, I mean it has
Like
a whole tray.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with with the way this whole thing works.
Looks like it's a standard off-the-shelf projector too. Oh yeah.
Okay, so we got that,
Screws
and then
for
we
the
got
sides.
2 more screws for the sides. This comes up. Where's the key?
Those scratches on the plans. Dirty. Maybe it might just be dirty.
Oh, there's scratches on the plastic cover.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm going to be too concerned about that for now.
Yeah.
Later down the line, if we want to fine-tune this cab for people, definitely. But
No, this.
for now, I'll just be happy this thing works. The projector seems to look fine, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
So, and later on when we get into this, we'll look at see what settings it allows you to actually do in test menu, because that serial device is going into this projector, and they obviously intend you to be able to adjust the projector settings without having to take this whole thing apart. So, you know, that of course makes sense that you would get into the test menu. And it's interesting, I mentioned it in other videos too, but like Beatmania 5-key 2DX Twinkle, it was the same thing with the DVD player. It actually used serial commands to the DVD player, and the video that it played was, you know, because it was just a regular DVD with, you know, DVD track or video tracks on it, and the serial would control how it works. Like we don't think about that too much with our consumer products, but like for dedicated uses like this, that's what the serial access would be on them for. Okay, so that's that. What else do we got before we let this boot up and check it out? Is there anything else you can think of? Not really.
No.
I guess we'll wait for it to.
Yesterday, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, we'll wait for this to boot up, and we'll play some game, and then later on in the video, I think I'll actually try to get that multi on there and check that out. We'll be back once this is up. Yes, you have to buy it if you throw up in it.
Oh no.
So, one thing of note, this is revision 1.10. I haven't really played much of this or been following it, but apparently they did update this for like Star Wars Episode 7, so I kind of wonder if there's going to be more updates down the line. I'm going to try to capture what we're doing here. Is a Takedonis from the newest trilogy.
Alright, we'll try off. This is terrifying, honestly. It's a little overwhelming, that's all.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier, like, because I do have ES1s for Gundam, but like in order to get that running, you would need the terminal, and the controls are different. Like this doesn't have the foot pedal, and it has one stationary stick and one fully rotating. And I think Gundam has like there's 2 full joysticks. So. So like you can see in the screen, like there's some like marks and shadows on there. That's from the projector up here. See if I can't really show it, but there's some scratches just on the dome there. I don't think it's too big a deal to deal with right away, but for the most part, it seems like the game follows a pretty set path, and all you can really do is move around within that path. So it's I guess it plays a lot like a rail shooter, much more than a free roam. But like the objective is to kill the targets before they execute whatever move they're going to do. And I think too many failures and you'll fail the mission. So you see there like that. Failed that one. You can also see like you do have a certain amount of power. You can't just click and hold down on the fire button, otherwise you'll run out of firepower. So it does promote, you know, accurately hitting your target. So I don't remember if this one has like a secret mission that you can only get after you clear all of them, but we won't really get that far in the video. I just wanted to, this mainly also just to show the gap. But after we're done with this mission, we'll probably go and do, I'm gonna see if I can't get that hard drive image burned for the multi, and I'm gonna dump this one as well so we can get the Japanese version of the game. Also, we did notice that it is localized in Japanese, so definitely this is a version that we don't have already. What's up?
No, sorry.
So yeah, it does seem to be pretty brutal in terms of the accuracy. As you can see, it just has the 6 missions there. I would assume that the goal is to beat all 6 of them, and again, I don't know if there's a special mission after that or anything like that, but anyway, that's it for like the gameplay. I'll be back once I get this dumped and kind of take a look at what else we can do with this cap. Okay, we're back, and I'm letting it boot up there right now. Just wanted to talk about a couple of things. It's been about 6 months, and here I've got the PCBs out. I actually got another one in from an arcade that was not, I guess it was having the graphics card go out, so finally that gave me that motivation to get it dumped, and it's been dumped, repaired now. And while I was at it, I made them a second PCB that is using the Mach Storm multi here. You can see it starting up. So I heard a couple problems about this that I'll point out once we start the game up. But you can see here's the multi that they came up with, the boot menu for it. So it just uses the thrust lever to select game. And for reference, this is the Star Wars here is in English, as I've only been able to dump it the original of the Japanese version myself. But I'm not going to fire that up. This is just the same game, just in English. So just do that, and then hit the trigger. We'll start up Mach Storm there. We'll take a look at it, and I'll kind of talk about that a little bit. But because, like I said, there's a couple different things with this that that don't necessarily work right. I'm trying to think what else we had. Another little tidbit was I'd been told that possibly the, what's it called, the non-pod version of this game I think might have like a different dump or has a different dongle that gets like boots in a different mode or something like that. So I'm not very familiar with it. I was just informed there might be, and I guess that makes sense, but it was interesting that the only ones that I've been able to get a hold of are Japanese PCBs. We had pointed out that it's version 1.10 when it booted up last time, but actually, the one they had too was apparently a Japanese one that came in. So anyway, the first things to note about this multi, I was told, the fan basically goes on full when it's on the attractor loop. I don't remember if we did this on Star Wars, but while I'm at it, I'm just going to turn the volume down a little bit so I can actually talk over it a little bit. And I'm actually going to go to input test and see if it'll show some of the problems that I was having. So one of them was the fan's always on full when it was on game over loop, and then it just turns off when you start the game. And the force feedback is at max. And I think that's during game. So and it screws with a couple other things with the I/O, but I was recommended basically, you probably shouldn't actually use this out there in the wild. That it's just a neat thing that you can try, but also just an easy way to boot the English version of Star Wars as a repair. And you can actually just disable that menu and have it boot directly if you really want to. Anyway, also to note that this works without a correct dongle or any of that stuff, which, again, that's more common than you think. So you see here, let's see, service test on. Interesting, maybe it was just the last play that I had that didn't work, but only right is working for some reason. So that's, otherwise that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and check other stuff. Oops, plus enter. So yeah, you can see front fan says off, low is actually low, middle is middle, high does nothing, and then off is full. So I bet you could probably do some like repinning or a little bit of like basic data work, and that'll actually be correct. And then probably same thing for the force feedback. Like this thing is just like super max. I don't remember it being that high. Oh yeah, the power. I guess. Oh, I guess that does work. Let's turn that down a little. Let's leave it at that for now. So anyway, it's not quite perfect, but let's go ahead and start the game back up. And I'm not going to play through too much of this. Like, it seems to be very similar gameplay to Star Wars, just a lot more use of missiles than regular fire. Where in Star Wars, as long as your target's within your reticle, like your entire reticle, it'll hit. Whereas Mach Storm, it actually has to be directly in front of you. You're expected to use missiles, where using, the regular firing mode gives you like bonus points for killing with the gun. So anyway, we'll play a little bit of it. Yep, it actually is not letting me do anything except choose right, which means I can only do Tokyo.
Okay, stand by. Storm 1, you're clear for takeoff. Push the throttle button forward and take off.
Also, that doesn't seem to work.
Airline 7 Cloud, this is aircraft captain Nicholas A. Anderson. I'm placing the Storm Squadron under your command. They'll assist in intercepting enemy forces. This is AWACS Heavy Cloud. Roger that. The enemy has already opened fire in the airspace above Tokyo. Our squadron is outnumbered. We're counting on you. Okay, let's shoot her down.
So yeah, I see if you kill it with the if you kill it with a gun, you get a gun kill bonus.
Incoming air missiles. Intercept them.
And then I guess if you've got incoming missiles, you'll have to shoot it down with the gun as well. So the fan actually came on for that. That seems to be working correctly for this part.
There's another enemy squadron on the way. Storm 1 there, withdrawing. Shoot him down. No enemy aircraft remaining in this airspace. Good work, Storm 1. Okay, return to the aircraft carrier.
Warning, 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 warning.
The giant aircraft is launching a large-scale attack on Tokyo. The giant aircraft is almost reached the ground point. The giant aircraft is approaching the ground point. Shoot it now. 10 seconds to drop
So this does give you a, I think the way it works, the cycle is like after this there's a bonus mission where shooting down certain targets gives you time, but you still have to pay to play the mission. Like I've already put in a bunch of service credits so you can play it, but I don't know. I didn't really play it too much because like the joystick being, because like so it does seem to work. Like joystick seems to work just fine now.
Very good.
So yeah, there, that missile that it shoots at you, you're able to shoot that down if you don't kill it in time. So yeah, anyway, that's that. It's kind of neat, and I don't think there was anything else in the battle pod, so, well no, like it would have been, like Gundam would have been the other one, was in the older battle pods, but I'm not sure when it takes that photo, by the way. Like, it's got you in it taking the, taking the shot and all that stuff, but yeah, like, so here's the same thing, like, I literally can't move any other direction except for right here as well, so. Anyway, more than anything, I think that's a neat proof of concept than actually something functional. Someone would actually have to do some mods and whatnot to get it to work properly in these. I don't know if it's something weird with the I/O or whatever it happens to be, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can hear the fan going right back.
Oh yeah, you can hear the full. Yeah, it goes right back to full. It's not like, so it's interesting. I had the same problem with AKB48. I tried to run Dark Escape on it, and apparently there's some different things in the way it maps and I/O, and so like the seat shaker would just be on full the whole time, and like some other things didn't work, so I was like, okay, that doesn't work, immediately try and change it back, and go and find out that AKB48 is the only game on that system that has some like really extra security that I couldn't just. Anyway, that's pretty fun. The Star Wars pod is fun. We actually had a second one, but we actually just sold it tonight. And we just don't have the space, so we got it sent out, and it's a shame because I did find out you can link these, and you can do like score challenges against each other and stuff like that. But it's like you said earlier today, who knows? Maybe we'll find another one. Maybe I'm gonna be crazy and have a ton of space, and I'll go for it. But regardless, for now, you know, we got the one and it's pretty cool. Also, just kind of noticed these lights, the attract lights that usually go when Star Wars is running, these don't come on, so obviously a couple little differences like that. But, yeah, I think that's it for the Star Wars Battle Pod. I don't really have anything else to say. There it is. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting. Saw some neat stuff with it, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.